Hey friends, how are you? Happy whatever today is. So, checking in again. I guess I should just stop calling it a check-in and just say what's up? I got this cute little pom-pom. Really excited about it. I feel very official. So that's one of those things. But today my topic is going to be frustration. I remember it's only been about a week, maybe a little bit more by the time this video goes up. And I had this really great plan on budgeting. I'm showing you guys my cash flow statement idea and how I'm getting rid of all of my cards and Apple Pay and subscriptions and this and this and that. And I had the greatest taste of failure very early on. Why do you ask? Because, let's see, that gym membership never got canceled. I had it in my mind to cancel, but with this particular facility, when it's within 2 weeks of its renewal date, they wouldn't let you cancel it anyway. And I had a feeling because I wasn't like actually tracking what day it's on that I was within that window that I wouldn't be able to cancel until the next month. I accepted that. What I did not realize was not only was I going to pay that $30 for that monthly membership fee, I also got hit with the yearly annual fee thing that they do for members. So I'm like, ow, double whammy. So instead of 30, I paid 60. Sucks because obviously that wasn't in my plans. When I decided which health fitness practice I was going to keep, I decided that I wanted to keep dance. Now, dance is already way up there. Anyone who knows specialty sports knows that dance is up there. So I have that for the month plus my membership for the month. And it's just like, that's way more than I anticipated. So I was feeling that. The other frustrating moment that happened is spontaneous family visits. I love my family so much. They don't all live here. And I'm also that person that when I'm very hospitable, I just give everything. Like what I have, you can have. And I've used that method where every single dollar has a job, but I've never calculated family visits. So that was a thing. Them staying with me obviously wasn't that bad. It's when we end up going out to brunch or if we end up going to get coffee or something like that. And those things add up. And every single swipe is just like, yay, I want you to be happy and feel comfortable. But ow, I did not really plan to do this. But yeah, it was just a really fulfilling but also financially frustrating couple of days. And I'm trying to meet myself with grace for that. And how can I anticipate those things often? Because certain family members come down, let's say once a quarter, other family members come down about once a month. And I never really know how it's going to go, to be honest. And so that was that. So another thing, sorry, waiting patiently because we have really cool cars here with huge mufflers. Another thing that gets to me a little bit is meal planning. When it comes to me, I don't mind cooking and staying home. So some of the meals, for example, with my family here, I was ecstatic to cook. I did what I did in my kitchen. I had whatever I have, and I made really great, wholesome meals out of it. It does get exhausting, not gonna lie, having to wash dishes. Like, I forget that a dishwasher exists, and the amount of cooking I did made me wonder, like, is it worth it to do all of this cooking and cleaning and home electricity, or should I have just splurged and gone out? So I was like playing with that idea. But then also, when it comes to my little guy, like, I can eat chicken, rice, beans, kale, quinoa, like whole foods. And then my little guy is going to want like sushi or french fries or like pasta. And like, not knocking on sushi. I love sushi. The problem with sushi is that it's, I'm not going to say expensive, but it's a very small amount. And he's normally not full off of one roll. So it's not the most cost effective thing to just like order. And then he won't want like a plate of vegetables. So I kind of wish I did better at training his palate when he was younger. So I'm working on that now. But even though I'm working on it, it doesn't change the fact that I have to deal with him not always wanting what I want to eat and feed him the most fulfilling foods. So, yeah, that was frustrating. I haven't done this week's meal prep yet. I play with different grocery stores. It was actually kind of funny today because I went to Trader Joe's and I had my nails done in the last video. It was like, look at that. I'm back to normal, back to being a pumpkin. And this is how I look most of the time. And well, I don't mind it because I do like my natural nails and it's much more utility. I felt so pretty and so much like a princess having them done. And that was like a really special treat. So I'm very thankful for when the boyfriend paid for that for me. But, back to being a pumpkin. But when I went and got my nails tips taken off, across the street from that area was a Trader Joe's. And I went in to get some specialty sandwich rolls and a banana. And I don't really know what in my head thought that they were going to be so expensive, but I was prepared to spend $7 leaving that place. Like, I had the cash that I had taken out and I was prepared. I was counting it out. And honestly, when I was checking to see if I was set up to pay for it, and that's when I realized that, oh my gosh, the membership thing happened. Oh my gosh, that thing happened. Um, I just took a deep breath and realized I had cash, and I was so thankful for that because I did not want to touch my accounts. And then when I went to go pay for it, he was like, the cashier, he was like, your total is 376. And I was like, that's it? Oh my God, that's nothing. And then he said, what? Do you think that we are some other local competitor store? And honestly, I felt some kind of way. I was very happy at the quality, and the ingredients were still simple and wholesome enough for a white bread for me because normally I eat sprouted breads. But the way that they just threw the other competitor under the bus because heck yeah, it'd be expensive out here. And the fact that I thought a loaf of bread and banana was like $7, like, that's trauma in my first world sense, not knocking on actual traumatic like survivors. But yeah, so that has been the theme. I'm trying to find some more fun, free things to do. Right now, I'm going to lean in my creative endeavors that I've also said before. Like, I made this little clay kind of thing. The proper term is a bas relief sculpture, which is kind of like this wall here. It's a flat wall, and then it has like light 3D elements where it's just kind of raised off of the surface. So I did that. Um, it was kind of spontaneous because a lot of the times I don't really plan my art sculptures or my art projects in general. I just kind of feel the need to do it and then I jump right in. And the way that one was triggered was I was having anxiety with all of my family coming and it was just so unstructured. Like, being on vacation and knowing the only thing I wanted to do for the day was go out for brunch and then just relax, and then having people call me every couple of hours and shifting plans, and then friends asking me to hang out. Like, I literally had a moment and had to like ball up and cry. Like, it was just so much. So I was like, okay, which one of my art projects would best suit my soul more? And it turned out to be a clay sculpture because I think that in a way, your media of choice has a reflection of you on the inside. And I felt just so out of control in that moment. So for me to touch clay was really grounding, and I was able to like form my own reality, so to speak. So um, I can't wait to show you that, and I'm gonna paint it today. So it was nice talking. What are your frustrating moments? What do you struggle with? How do you get past it? Do you plan family visits, or do you just be like, nah, we're not hanging out? Because I don't mind, backing off of friend hangouts because I'm not really like a clubber, and I'll be like, oh, I don't want to be in a restaurant. But my family, everyone's all spread out. I'm trying to be there in the best way that I can be. So I don't want to say no. I'm going to give what I can. And I just feel so set back. Oh my gosh, and another thing I forgot besides that, I decided I'm going to try and go back to school. Why do I do this? This is yes, I am so frustrated with myself because I have been in school for at least a decade on and off. And a lot of those times I'm just wasting money every time I reapply and then dip out because a lot of schools have that policy like if you don't show up, just waiting. If you don't show up for 3 semesters or a year, they automatically kick you back out of the system. I don't know why. Maybe it's to maintain information or just to keep a certain number of students within their database. I don't really know why they do it, but like it's my fault because I have trouble finishing what I start. But either way, I took that leap again and I'm like, we're going to do it. And I'm so happy because before the major that I wanted wasn't offered fully online in this day and age of the year of our Lord 2025. We don't have an online communications degree. So honestly, in a way, I'm kind of glad I waited because now they have it. I'm also worried that I won't get accepted again because how many times can you play with these people and then just not show up? I'm waiting. Either way, so that was like another thing I did, but to develop a skill set to me is never a waste, especially because with the program I have and my employer, there are tuition reimbursement services. So all I have to do is pass and I get a free education. I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. The problem is I just have to actually finish the darn thing. And so hopefully I'll be back. And when that happens, I will let you know. So you tell me what's going on with you. What are you working on? What are your long-term plans? What do you do when you get frustrated and you feel like it's just not falling in line? And honestly, even when you feel like that, how do you just pick yourself back up? Because like I'm not going to give up. I'm not. I have so much that I know I can offer to the world, and you do too. Like what do you want? How are we making our mark, and how are we going to go about this together? So until then, thank you so much. Love you.